Hello everybody, Creeping Creeper 22 here, and in today's video I would like to talk about some changes that I think Springtrap needs in Dead by Daylight. Springtrap in Dead by Daylight, in my opinion, badly needs some buffs. He is not in a good spot. In my opinion, he's a top of C tier. Some people put him in the middle of B tier, but I don't see it. So just for a understanding where my mindset is, to me, basically every killer should be able to handle not every situation, but every killer should be able to handle really good survivors. To me, if survivors bring the best items in the game and a killer brings the best perks in the game, it should come down to pure skill and not, well, the killer just cannot do anything because he just doesn't have the power to. So when I'm trying to change Springtrap, that's my mindset that I'm having, is that I want Springtrap to be able to win, to have the potential to win every match. I don't want someone that has barely started playing Springtrap to be able to just start winning all the wins. No, but if you put a whole bunch of hours into Springtrap, I feel like you should be able to win against really, really good survivors, even if they bring some of the most broken stuff in the game. So keeping that in mind, here are the changes that I would do. First is movement speed. Right now, Springtrap base speed is 110% of the survivor's movement speed. So he moves 10% faster than a survivor. The average speed for killers is 115%. Some killers do have 110%, but those are like Deathslinger, I think Huntress, like the ones that have ability that they can kind of throw out a lot and there's a lot of range. The reason why I think that, so to me, Springtrap should naturally be a 115. The reason why he is a ranged killer, but he does not have the potential of a lot of ranged killers with his ranged weapon, if that makes sense. So Huntress, she winds up her axe, she throws it. Guess what? She misses. Okay, guess what? She can literally do it again and again and again until she has to reload. But until she reloads, she can just keep on throwing. Deathslinger, he shoots, he misses. Guess what? He can reload right there on the spot. He doesn't have to wait for anything. He has to reload, but he can reload at any point in time that he wants. While Springtrap, if you throw your axe and miss, just like all the other ranged ones, so I'm going to talk about Deathslinger Huntress. When you wind up your axe, you move slower. When you throw your axe, you move slower. But guess what? If you hit the survivor, now you cannot use your axe for 10 seconds. Your axe is useless for 10 seconds. You can't even use it. And if you miss, guess what? You can't use your axe for 7 seconds. Not only that, but you can't even do anything for another 2 seconds. So if you throw your axe and you miss it, you cannot do anything for 2 seconds afterwards. That makes no sense to me. And I said, for example, with Huntress, when Huntress winds up her axe or hatchet and throws it, if she misses, she can wind up another one and throw it again. While Springtrap, when he throws his axe and misses or hits, he can't do anything for 2 seconds. He's literally useless for 2 seconds, and I don't get that. So let me take a step back. To me, first thing they need to do is make Springtrap's base speed 115. And once he throws his axe, make it 120, so a 5% boost. It's the same boost, 10 to 15, but we're making his base speed the normal base speed, so like the ones of Trapper and all them, we're making it that base speed until he throws his axe. And once he throws his axe, he's now moving at 120, because essentially now he is throwing his power away. So to me, it's like, why would he have his power and move slow? Mind you, once again, it's not as strong as Huntress, Deathslinger. His power isn't as strong as theirs. So he's moving at their speed with a power that's not as strong as theirs. And then when he throws it, he's now just a M1 killer. To me, you gotta give more of an incentive. So to me, once again, when he has his axe, 115. Once he throws it, it's no longer on him. He's now 120. And something else that we need to think about is, once again, if you throw your axe and you miss, you lose so much distance. If you play Springtrap, you know you will go for a simple axe throw, you miss, and now they're so far from you that it's just like you really have to drop the chase. And that's why, to me, we have to give them a faster movement speed, because there are too many times where you throw, because mind you, you have the wind up, and then you have the throw. And if we're being honest, throwing the axe is nothing more than a prediction. You are trying how hard you can to predict where they're going. So no shot is guaranteed. You can't even, there's no way to guarantee a shot unless like they're vaulting. So no shot is guaranteed, once again. And that's why I say, when you compare that to Huntress, it's like at least Huntress can keep on throwing. Yeah, she'll have to reload eventually, but she can keep on throwing until then. Well, Springtrap, he has one chance. He has one chance to throw it, and if he misses for the next 10 seconds, or 7 to 10 seconds, he's just M1. So that's why I give him that speed bonus, or that movement speed, because of how harsh it is when he misses. Or, in my opinion, if they don't want to go down that route and make them faster, or maybe they can do both of these. What they could do is cut the time to retrieve your axe to like 5 seconds. So you throw your axe, you hit him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get your axe back and you can use it again, compared to having to wait double that, or 7 seconds. Now you have a consistent 5 seconds. You can keep on having your axe back and you keep on throwing it. If they did that, I think I'd be fine with the movement speed he has now. But if they don't want to do that, then to me, you have to raise up his movement speed so that he can keep on going into chases. Now, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but the post throw cooldown, so that is when you throw his axe, and whether you hit or miss, you literally cannot do anything for 2 seconds. And I know every Springtrap player has witnessed this or felt this. You throw your axe, you miss, you're like, ooh, that's fine, I can still stab him. Guess what? The right next to a vault, they can vault, and it's just, there's nothing there. You miss. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't get punished for our misses. That's not my point. But it is, to me, it is the fact that you can't do anything. So what my proposal is if Springtrap throws his axe and misses, he cannot attack for 2 seconds. He cannot stab. No attack can be done for 2 seconds, but he can still break pallets, vault. He can still do all that, but just take away his ability to attack. I feel like him not being able to do anything is just way too much overkill. Now I'm gonna talk about his doors. This is pretty simple to me. If any survivor is going through a door and Springtrap is going through a door, they get grabbed. Real simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you both are going through a door, they should get grabbed. And also, if they are on the camera panel on a door that Springtrap is going to, he should grab them. Right now, the way it works is if you go through a door that someone's on the camera of, they scream. Useless. If they're on that thing, I should be able to grab them. Really simple. Now, talking about Springtrap going through the door just normally, in my opinion, they need to either make the time to go through the doors significantly less, or make it less obvious when he is going through a door. Because people talk about his mobility, which it is good, like for, okay, let me say, it's good for gens. That's all. It's not good for getting to chases. So for example, if you have barbecue and chili, you hook someone, okay, these people are at this gen. You go to that gen, oh, guess what? They see the little panel flashing. So then they're already across the map by the time you get there. Or, or they hear the door open, which I'll say I'm okay with hearing the door open. But to me, they need to either make less Springtrap get to the door faster, so he has more time to, he has more of a chance to actually get into a chase instead of them being across the map by the time he goes through the door. Or you make it less obvious when he's going through the door so that they don't just instantly run. Either or I'm fine with, but the door, like them being able to tell when Springtrap is going through a door, it's too strong. Like it basically makes it useless if you're trying to use the door to get into chases. All right, and that is about it. If you guys disagree with any stuff, honestly, let me know in the comments. I love to have discussions. Even if you literally think that Springtrap is perfect, let me know in the comments, and hey, we can talk about it. You guys have anything that you guys think he should have had? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, with that, if you like, leave a like. If you dislike, leave a dislike. If any way I can improve my content, let me know down there in the comment section below. And I'll see all you lovely people on the flip side. Peace out.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by.